a life alone. When I was young, I did not want to get married. I saw many people fight. I saw many people cry. I said to myself, I don't want this life. I wanted to be free. I wanted to live for myself. I wanted a quiet life with no problems. I had a job. I had money. I travelled. I ate in nice restaurants. I watched movies alone. I walked in the park alone. I was not sad. I liked my peace. I said, I don't need anyone. I am happy this way. My parents asked me, when will you marry? My friend said, don't wait too long. But I always smiled and said, no, I'm fine. I want to stay single. I thought I had all the time in the world. I thought I knew what was best. Years passed. My brothers got married. My sister got married. They had children. My parents got older, but I stayed the same. I visited them sometimes. I brought gifts. I smiled. Then I went home alone. And I was okay with that. Back then, being alone felt like a choice. I didn't feel lonely. I was busy. I had work. I had books. I had music. I thought, this is the best life. No stress. No drama. Just peace. Time moved fast. My hair turned grey and my face showed lines. My parents passed away one after the other. I sat alone at both funerals. My brothers came with their wives. My sister brought her children. I looked around and saw love. I saw family. I had no one by my side. Still, I said nothing. I stayed quiet and strong, but inside something started to hurt. After my parents were gone, the house felt cold. The silence was loud. No one called me. No one knocked on my door. My brothers had their own lives. My sister was busy with her kids. They were kind, yes, but they had their own world now. I was not part of it. I was just the uncle who came on holidays and left early. My friends were busy too. Some moved to other cities, some stopped calling, some had their own families. On weekends I sat by the window and watched the street. I saw children play. I saw fathers laugh. I saw couples walk hand in hand. I had no one to talk to, no one to eat dinner with. I told myself, this is the life you chose. But my heart didn't agree anymore. I started to feel something I never felt before. Regret. I remembered the chances I had, the women who liked me, the moments I walked away. I thought I was wise. I thought I didn't need anyone. Now I understood. I had made a mistake, a big one, and I was afraid it was too late to change. I tried to keep busy. I read books. I cleaned the house. I went for long walks. But no matter what I did, the feeling stayed. It was like a hole inside me, a deep, quiet hole that nothing could fill. I missed voices in the house. I missed the sound of someone saying, "Good morning," or even, "How was your day?" But no one was there, only silence. One day I went to my brother's home. His children ran to the door. They laughed and called me uncle. His wife smiled and gave me tea. We sat together. We talked. We ate. And when I left, they all waved and said, "Come again." On the way home, I felt warm, but also sad, because I knew that warm house was not mine. It would never be mine. The nights were the hardest. I sat on my bed and looked at the wall. I had no one to call, no one to share my thoughts with. My phone was silent. No messages, no plans, just the clock ticking. I thought, is this how it ends? A quiet life with no one beside me? I wanted to cry, but the tears didn't come. Only the heavy feelings stayed. I began to dream of a different life, a life with someone by my side, someone to talk to, someone to grow old with. But I had waited too long. The years had passed. I wasn't young anymore. The people around me had moved on. They had families. They had love. And I had memories of choices I couldn't change. I started thinking about the past more and more. At night, I would sit with an old photo album. I looked at the faces from long ago, my parents smiling, my friends at school, old holidays, birthdays and weddings. I saw pictures of people who were close to me once. Many were gone now, some were just far away, but all of them had moved on with life. I was the only one who stayed the same. There were women I once loved. I remembered their names, their laughs, their kindness. One of them wanted to marry me. She was gentle and patient, but I said no. I told her I didn't want that kind of life. She cried. I left. Now I wish I had stayed. I wonder how life would be if I had said yes. Would I have a family now? Would I have someone sitting beside me? One day I walked into a park and saw an old couple holding hands. They moved slowly, but they were happy. They talked and laughed like young people. I sat on a bench and watched them. My heart felt heavy. I thought, that could have been me. I could have had that too, but I had pushed it away. I chose to walk alone. People say it's never too late. Maybe that is true for some, but not for me. I was too proud for too long, too sure of my own way. And now I was an old man with no one waiting for him. I had food, a house and clothes, but I didn't have love. I didn't have warmth, and that kind of loneliness is the coldest thing of all. I began to talk to myself more. In the morning I said, "Good morning," to the empty room. At night I said, "Good night," to no one. I laughed at my own jokes, and sometimes I cried without reason. I wasn't crazy. I was just lonely. Very lonely. The kind of lonely that feels like a heavy coat you can't take off. It stays with you all day. I saw people in the streets, laughing, talking, living. I wanted to speak to someone, just a small talk, but I didn't know how. I had forgotten the simple things, how to start a conversation, how to ask about someone's day. I had spent so many years alone that I no longer knew how to be with others. That scared me. Sometimes I tried to go out and meet people. I joined a book club. I went to a small cafe, but I didn't feel I belonged. Everyone had someone, a partner, a friend, a group. I was always the extra chair at the table, always the quiet one who smiled but didn't speak. People were kind, but I felt like a visitor in their world. One evening, I stood in front of a mirror. I looked at the man I had become. Grey hair, tired eyes, a quiet mouth. I asked myself, is this the life you wanted? The answer came quickly. No, this is not the life I dreamed of. I thought I was strong. I thought I didn't need love. But I was wrong, so wrong. Now I sit by the window every morning. I drink tea and watch the world move on. Children go to school, couples walk hand in hand. Neighbours talk and laugh. Life is all around me, but I am only a watcher. I am not part of it. I think about the time I lost, time I cannot get back. I remember the chances I had. I pushed them away. I thought I didn't need anyone, but now I know. We all need someone. We all need love. If you are young and reading this, listen to me. Don't wait too long. Don't close your heart. Life is not about being alone. Life is about sharing time, words and love. I learned this too late. I live with my memories now. Some are sweet, some are sad, but they are mine. This is the story of a man who chose to be alone and learned the cost. I hope you choose better.